Well, bugger fuck. I just hit the wrong button like 3 motherfucking times in a row. So, something that I may have just deleted tonight, just now, was one of the... perhaps it was one of the most telling videos. And as I say, I'm trying to make my rants as soon as I get home while everything's fresh in my mind. Because well, that was the one bloody rant I made while I was out on the walk, which is really annoying to me. So I guess I'm going to have to open up a fresh beer and have a drink. I'm not even sure if I'll bother going downstairs tonight. I'd like to have my rants down there. It just feels somewhat more private. Yeah, what the fuck. I'll just go down there. You can come with me if you like. Come down into my basement. It's interesting because I had some interesting thoughts. And, in fact, I don't know if that'll show up on the video or not, but it sort of all ties in. And it's good that I saw that there. Lord of the Rings. Why am I saying Lord of the Rings as I descend into my basement and either sit upon my throne? I don't know if I want to sit there tonight, or if I want to sit in my director's chair. I think I'll sit in the director's chair. It's got more height. Yeah. Finally released the bag. Yeah, gotta release the bag. If you don't release the bag, then you'll be forever attached to the bag. This might be one of my more comedic rants I've made, I don't know. I'm a little bit stumped about the rant I made last night where I said I'd make a rant about God, and I threw in a Freudian right at the very end where I didn't intend to do it. And I intended to comment about it, but no, I thought I'd leave it there and see what happens. The Freudian I threw in is, okay, I think that's me, which is what I say when I think that's my rant done. But because I was so much discussing God, it came across as me saying, well, I think that's me, that I am God. Especially since I started it with the whole idea is that I am God, and we are all God. We are all aspects of God. So it sort of spun me out that I finished on that Freud. It was a Freudian. It was not a deliberate statement. So just so long as we got that clear before I start tonight. Okay. Let's just, for a moment, entertain the notion. Don't believe it. Don't think it. Don't sort of dismiss it. Just entertain the notion. What if I was God? Of course, the first thing you're going to do is, you're a fucking moron. You're a fucking everything else that everybody thinks. Yeah, you're crazy. It's just the very first thing my mother said to me when I said to her, I think, maybe there's a chance a slim chance that, a needle got through the haystack and Christ returned. There is a chance of that. You can look through some of my videos and you will see I'm not a fucking moron. I'm a highly intelligent, highly caring, highly aware, I fucking love everything. So, why the fuck could I not be Christ conscious, Christ, not Jesus. I mean, I'm definitely not Jesus. I'm Ross. Jesus was Jesus, but far out. And the reason I had to bring up that thing about the Lord of the Rings, now that is something we have to think seriously about. Lord of the Rings, golden orbs. I could probably talk for fucking hours about that, but I have to nail it down to like 10 minutes. So, where was I tonight? Lord of the Rings, Gandalf the Grey to Gandalf the White. When he descended into hell with what was it again? It was something pretty nasty. All you Lord of the Rings freaks will know exactly and hopefully tell me exactly what I'm unable to remember at the moment. But he came back as Gandalf the White. And that is when he had the superpowers. And as the story unfolds, as the Great War enters into its final stages, there is one final hope against all hopelessness, where the Enlightened One calls upon the dead. And it has to be the one true king. And the way he proves that he's the one true king is from his sword. And I think I've probably thrown it across enough times that sword and words, they're anagrams for one another. So you have the one true king, even as Neil Young's song says, the king started laughing and talking in rhyme, singing words, because words are swords. Every single one, as you are listening to me right here and now, as I speak them, are cutting through into your consciousness as a form of a sword into your being. And that is exactly what Jesus said he was doing. He said, I didn't come here to bring peace. I came here to bring a two-edged sword. Double-edged. Every word has two edges to it. There's the cutting edge, and then there's the cutting edge on the other side. And in the middle are the doors. Fuck, I didn't think that would come out like that, but it did. It just came out like that. So when the king starts laughing and talking in rhyme, singing words, and when the one true king returns, the dead, they are a powerful force. They are what? Saved. Whatever it was they were saving at the end of the day in the Lord of the Rings trilogy of movies. I would love to watch them again because I don't have the time for that, but it was the king of the dead who could summon his force to just wipe out all forces of evil on this plane almost instantly. Save the day. Let's try and put two and two together here. If I am the true king, I'm not making a claim for my ego. You know, I'm a humble, barefoot, poor, homebrewing person. But if I was the true king and I could summon those forces and annihilate all evil on this earth, would you stand behind me or would you stand in front of me? Because I've come to the point where I'm really thinking that this world needs a helping hand. And I've watched some different sort of YouTubes lately where you watch people, black magicians as you call them, street performers, people trying to make a living using black magic, summoning demons and all the rest for little magic tricks where they can make cards spin around, or it's sort of irrelevant. But what if the demonic forces behind what can make these street performers, and some of them can do some pretty amazing things, like I've seen ones that you can't refute. It's a really good exercise to watch through Know Thy Enemy and watch these black magic performers. Some of them can pull a rope straight through their body. Some of them can, they can do what appears to be some pretty amazing things, and that is just like fucking nothing. Tiny little trinkets compared to what these demonic forces, which do exist, these, I don't like using the word demonic, but it's the best word for it at this stage, but these dead, disembodied, powerful forces with nowhere else to go, nothing else to do, if we can summon them to our cause, they will. And then they will finally find their peace. That is kind of what the Lord of the Rings story is telling us, is that they can and will when the true king arrives. So, now we're at a bit of a crossroads. I wouldn't want to summon demonic forces for my own personal gain. Never, ever. No. I've had the opportunity to do it before, this blood over intent sort of stuff. It's tempting, but no. Have I got time left? I don't know. It's blinking at me. All I'm saying is, when we know what we're looking for, what are we looking for? We're looking for heaven on earth. Yes, absolutely. We want to get rid of the evil forces. the people enslaving other people, indebting other people, just making life miserable for other people at the expense of their life. We all want to be happy, but we all want to have a purpose as well. We don't want to just live a life of luxury in ultimate richness without having to work. No, we want a purpose. We all have to work to a purpose. And when you eliminate money, then the only thing you have left to do is work for your purpose. And everything will sort itself out. Purpose. I used to have a mantra years back. I used to walk down the beach. I've completely forgotten it. Oh, it's just come back. It was something and purpose. Something and purpose. Something. Beauty and purpose. That was it. Beauty and purpose. Make the world beautiful and make it serve a function. That is how we make heaven on earth. Beauty and purpose. It's all beautiful. Beauty and purpose. Beauty and purpose. One step after another. Beauty, purpose. Beauty, purpose. Walk down the beach for miles and miles and miles and have that thought going through your head and make it into reality. Beauty and purpose. Not enslavement and control and stealing and taking from other people. Beauty and purpose. Heaven on earth. I hope this rant helped. Talk to you next time.